New tonight, school leaders, of course, do everything they can to make sure our children are safe in class. But as we've seen, sometimes bad guys get in. The good news is that there are lots of creative people out there coming up with new safety ideas.
Yeah, one of those ideas is a bulletproof backpack. But does it work? Our Tori Larned put it to the test for us.
Lauren and Brian, these backpacks cost hundreds of dollars. So does it stop a bullet? We took it to the shooting range to find out if this is something parents would want to consider when it comes to protecting your kids at school.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
So what stops, there's no plate on the inside. Is it the material?
Like many other kids in school, 6th grader Charlie Pittner wants to feel safe when he leaves his house.
You never know what can happen. Have that extra hair of protection.
Robert Rawls, owner of Citadel Investigations and Security in Midland, says parents clearly agree.
Unfortunately, the demand on these backpacks became very apparent after the school shooting in Florida.
Rawls began selling what's more accurately called bullet-resistant backpacks back in January.
It's unfortunate in today's society that we live in a world where you have to think about these things. This at least gives us an option, another option for safety.
But we wanted to put it to the test. So with the help of Lone Star Shooting Sports, we put some binders and some books inside this backpack, and we're going to see how much heat it can take.
45 ACP, Glock 19.
4 guns.
44 Magnum, 5.56 full metal jacket.
And 10 shots later.
We did get penetration where the stitching blew the ballistic paneling up and out, but then we did get total containment of the higher shot.
Raymond Witham, a law enforcement instructor of 20 years, says this backpack got the job done.
We didn't get really any penetration until we crossed over into the rifle rounds.
But he's not surprised by that result.
Level 3A is not designed to contain 5.56. You'd have to go up into level 4 to get that kind of protection, not the Kevlar.
Rawls says a backpack with at least a 3A ballistic rating by the U.S. Institute of Justice will stop any handgun up to a 44 Magnum.
Well, the actual backpack is a typical backpack, but the ballistic portion of it is a ballistic panel that is sewn into the very back of this backpack.
And while your kids can feel safer at school with their bulletproof backpacks, if you're at work or in the office or even in a classroom, if someone walks through that door, you have your own options.
This is the ballistic panel that you can see here. It's no heavier than a normal desk calendar that you would have on your desk or desk pad, except on this particular one, you can pick it up and use it as a defensive measure.
While there are many steps to take toward gun safety, Witham says this backpack is just one of the ways to prepare yourself.
In my humble opinion, kind of the equivalent of wearing like a bicycle helmet. It's definitely better than nothing. Is it going to guarantee you that you're going to survive a situation? No, but there's a chance that it absolutely could save you.
Charlie says he'll feel much safer walking the halls with armor that looks just like a backpack.
Once I found out about the backpack, I was looking at the backpack and looking at different plates and plate carriers. I've seen videos, I know it can stop pistol rounds, but it's just kind of shocking that something like this can.
Now, if these backpacks aren't in your budget, Witham says take an unopened pack of printer paper and slide that into your backpack. When they tested it, they said it stopped most of their handgun rounds. But this is only a small part protecting your kids. Witham says active shooter training and just being vigilant are just as important. Lauren, Brian.
All right, Tori, thank you.
Interesting.
Computer paper.
I know.
Will do the same thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we always want to help you get the most out of your money.
Yeah, we sure do. Credit cards with